Good evening, good evening, good evening. Brother McQuan Green, thank you so much for joining us. Good evening. The Honorable Cynthia Lane Jenkins from Noonan, Georgia. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Let me see. Gotta catch up. Andrea Lynn Hargrove. Good evening. Maria. Good evening. Pastor Charles P. Roberson Sr. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Janet Levine is on with us as well. Hey, Jasmine. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Cindy. Good evening to you. Glad to see you, Cindy. Angela Kirkland is on with us. Good evening. Marcy, good evening to you. Jessica is on with us. Lydia is on with us as well. Priscilla Wahlberg, thank you for joining us. You my people too. Let me see. Try to get this thing down a little bit. Let's see. There we go. Uh, there we go. Let me see who else. Um, Tanya Roberts is back with us. Glad to have you, Sharon. Good evening to you. Glad to have you with us. Joyce Paris, good evening to you. Antoinette is on with us. Hey, Mo. It is Mo herself, and I think we got some good news, so I'm happy to hear that. Shantae Wright, the diva of Liberty County, is on with us as well. Julia is on with us. Happy date night. Trey, good to see you, sir. Thank you. And Chanel, good to see you, Sister Chanel. Thank you so much. Hey, Greg, I am late. I am late. And actually, we have a mutual friend I was talking to about you yesterday. Gwen, good to see you. See, Nicole is on with us as well. Lee, Graham. Hey, Graham, good to see you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I guess I got to be nice to you. Lita, good to see Lita as well. Good to see my brother Harry Thompson on with us. Thank you, Joan. Good evening. Catherine, good evening. Good to see you. And Ethel is on from the Highlands. Always good to see my folks from the Highlands on. Teresa, good to see you. Good evening. Gloria is on with us. Chris, hello. Tia, hello. Sharon, I appreciate you. And of course, Suave Scott Angie from the DMV. Gwen is on with us as well. And thank you, James. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Vornice is on with us all the way from Washington State. Ed has set the tone for this. This is a love zone. We don't do hate. So if you come on here with drama or hate, you need to show yourself the door right now. Good evening, Dorcas. Good to see you. Joya Dinkins is here as well. Thank you so much. Judy, good to see you. Tiffany, hello. LaWanda Tillman, I had a chance to see LaWanda Tillman in person today. Good to see you, McQuan. It has been a busy week. It's been a busy day. Richard, good to see you. So I have both Dinkins on with us. Good to see Dr. Patricia West. Good to see you as well. And Vanessa, thank you so much for your kind words. I appreciate that. Margie, good to see you as well. Adrian is on with us. I appreciate that and glad to see you. Confidence is me, right? Marsha is on with us as well. Marsha Rivera and Marsha Lieberman. So we have a double Marsha combination with us. Good to see Gloria as well. Tiffany Butler, my favorite twin, is on. Good to see you as well. Benjamin, well, used to be my favorite twin till that thing went down. Benjamin Farrell, good to see you, sir. Barbara Dolores, hello, good to see you. Felicia, good to see you as well. Aunt Ollie is on with us. Gwen is on with us. Jeffrey is rocking with us today. Good to see you. Hey, good to see you, Miss Julia. And they are celebrating their 54th wedding anniversary to Mr. and Mrs. Carter, who I have known almost my entire life. Happy anniversary, Miss Carter. Why are you here? All right, you come, you spent your time with me. Now go spend time with your husband of 54 years. We will, we forgive you. Tanya, good to see you as well. Hey, good to see one of Savannah's legends, Tyrone Brown, basketball star, Harlem Globetrotter legend. Good to see you, sir. Dana is on with us. Helen is on with us. And yes, I did see John, your better half, and she is a much better half. I was happy to see her. Lorraine, good to see you as well. Rose is on with us. Jackie is on with us. And LaWanda Tillman is celebrating her birthday on Tuesday. So we wish you a happy 40th birthday. Um, April, we have missed you. You haven't been on in a while. We have missed you. Sharon is on from South Carolina, from across the bridge. Andre, good evening. Good to see you. Good to see you, Pastor David. Thank you for your continued prayers and your support. I appreciate you. Ivania is on with us as well. Christine Jackson is on. Good to see Annette Mitchell. I had a chance to see Annette Mitchell and the Top Ladies of Distinction at a vaccine event that was absolutely awesome last Saturday. I had to go out and support them as well. Hey, good to see Sean J. Christopher, the old man of hype, because we now have a new Prince of Hype on the scene. Elise, good to see you. Lavanya, redefining winning, good to see you as well. Good to see Barbara Kaufman on as well. Annette, good to see you. Paula, it's good to see you as well. Catherine, I appreciate that as well. Helen Bright as well. Shannon is like one of the best like cooks ever in the world. And Shannon, I haven't eaten your food in a minute, so we have to fix that. Shauna, good to see you. I hope all is well with you. And sending out love to my big brother Van. Good to see you as well. Who else? Renee Williams Grant, the daughter of my sweet B-Dale Williams. Good to see you as well. Denise is on with us. Laura is on from Pennsylvania. Good to see you. Tidris is on with us. Hello. Lydia is on. Drusilla. Sabrina is on. Good evening, Sabrina. Thank you for joining us. Hello as well. Pamela, good to see you as well. Lynn, thank you so much. It was good to see you as well. There's a bunch of people up in there. Mardell Carter is on as well. And hey, Minister Verdell Jones is on. Good to see you as well. Like a good neighbor, Verdell Jones is there. And good to see Mary Ivy. I'm still a little perturbed at you, but hopefully the video worked out. Felicia Vereen is on. Good to see you as well. Inspire her, the total woman. Good to see you as well. Gwen Marie is on with us. Leonard, I am doing well. We have Crystal Kaufman, so that means we have both Kaufmans on today. We have all of the Dinkins on as well. Elandia, good to see you. Billy Nebb, good to see you. And Joanne is on with us. Drusilla. Andrea Hall Houston, good to see you. And always, Angelo DiMaggio, good to see you, my friend. Always, the phenomenal Laurie Jones Lewis. Always happy to see her on as well. Andrea is on. Hey, Lavinia. Now, she's known me almost my whole life as well. Good to see you. Debbie Williams Walker. Good to see you. Thank you so much as well. Let's go ahead and get into this, and I apologize for being late. I know. Y'all don't be mad at me. I was kicking it today. I was running. I think I froze. So let's get started. There we go. Angel is on with us as well. I see why. Remind me again in 12 hours. Tiffany is on with us as well. Good to see Crystal T. Pitts, who does great work. Willie, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. George said, good to see you. Kathy is on with us as well. Terry Mobley, good to see you as well. Thurman Tillman is on with us as well. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how we start. If it's Friday in Savannah, Rashawn, good to see you. If it's Friday in Savannah during a pandemic, if it's Friday during a pandemic in Savannah, and we're keeping the faith and we're following the signs, even though things are getting better, we recognize that we're not there yet. Good to see you, Greta, as well. If it's Friday in Savannah during a pandemic, and it's beautiful weather. It's like 80 degrees here in Savannah, one of the most beautiful days today. Then you are here with me, Angela Haskins. Yes, here we are again. 101 weeks, every single Friday. What is wrong with you people? Every single Friday for the last 100 weeks, every single Friday for 708 days, we have been together in the longest situationship, the longest relationship, the longest entanglement, the longest love fest I think we've had in Savannah's history through a pandemic. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all so much. I appreciate you all for coming and being a part. And yes, Laura, it is like nice. Matter of fact, Laura, I got to turn on my air conditioning because it's a little hot here. Maisha, this is a positive one, so I don't. I'll just leave that alone. But anyway, yes, 100 weeks. We can't stop. Won't stop. We booed up. We together. We love each other. Benitra, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. 101 weeks. You all have done this. Wow. And even today, I had 3 events in the last 2 hours. And I said, look, and one of them was a very important event here. We loved it. But I said, look, I got to go. They said, why you got to go? I said, I got to go. I said, see, you don't understand is that, I have an engagement. I have an event. I have a standing engagement. Because, see, there are people that I need to be with. And my week is not right until I get to them. And so even though I was where I was, I had to leave. Because I had to be where I needed to be. And where I needed to be was with you. And even though the weather is wonderful, we have a sold-out concert at the arena. People are all over the place. We had to do this. We had to do this. Good to see you, Coach Cassell Bell, as well. Shauna, thank you. Lisette, conectamos, somos más. We did this together. Good to see my friend, the Honorable Karen Williams, who's doing a great job in Pooler. She is our colleague and our friend. Kimberly, good to see you. And Helen, yes, it's Black History Month, the end of Black History, and on the precipice of women's history, and so we have a black woman that's nominated to the Supreme Court, a qualified black woman. So yes, I'm happy about that. Yes, shouts out to that. Always great to see the Honorable Linda Wilder Bryan, who is absolutely awesome. I love serving with Linda Wilder Bryan. Darlene Washington, okay, so you're using Shauna's phone, okay. Hey, Redina, good to see you. You are special. You are special. You are special. At least good to see you. I could not make it in Avondale, but I love y'all nonetheless, and I appreciate all of you. So we have done that. So a couple of things we want you to do, we do every week. The first thing we want you to do is to like the page. Like Mayor Van Johnson. Why? Because I don't get on for any reason. If I get on, I'm not getting on to tell you what I have to eat. I'm not getting on to tell you what I'm drinking. I don't get on to involve you in foolishness. Your time is valuable. And so if I get online, it's something you need to know. Angie, good to see Angie. Mardell says there is a voter registration and health walk community fair at 10 o'clock at 1008 May Street. Rosalind, good to see you. Josette, I am not answering you because we're going to be together as long as we're together. So like the page. Second thing I want you to do is to share the page. We're not selfish. Share this video. We're not selfish with our love because we know that our positivity is infectious. We know that light drives out darkness. We know that positivity drives out haters. They either turn haters or they chase them somewhere else. Michelle, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. And so, as we always do, and you know I'm going to do this, we send out love to our girl, Tara, who needs our thoughts and prayers right now, and so I had a chance to see her. Tiffany, good to see you. Thank you for joining us as well. And so I'm sending out love to our girl Tara. So please go ahead and shout out our girl Tara in the way that we do. So go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Um, Tara Strong, we are standing in the gap for our girl Tara. We're doing that with prayers. We're doing that with our well wishes and our well thoughts. And we don't have to know everything that's going on in order to send out prayers. We know the prayers work. We know that. Mercedes, good to see you as well. And yes, our arena is absolutely wonderful. And thank you so much as well. I appreciate you for saying that. The Savannah Dimes is on. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us as well. And so we'll talk about some things. Good to see you, Sunshine Tammy. And I got to tell you something too. Remind me to tell you something as well. Elder Flossie is on with us. And thank you, April. I appreciate you as well. Yes, we are praying for our girl Tara, and so I thank you, and I know she thanks you. I saw her last week, as a matter of fact. Hey, Miss Maddie, good to see you as well. And I mean, she will tell you. She will tell you. Her husband will tell you. Uh, they feel the Friday night love. I'm telling you. They feel it and they appreciate it. And I just tell you, let us keep the love going. Let us keep the love going. That's what we do here on Friday night for Friday Night Live. So wanted to do that. Also, we are mourning the loss of Teresa Baker, who is one of our Friday nighters. Her services are tomorrow, I think at 11 o'clock, at noon, I believe, at Tremont Temple Baptist Church. No, it's at 11 o'clock. It might be noon. Keep her family in your prayers. We love Teresa Baker, and so we sing out love to her as well. The Honorable Kendra Roll, who is a commissioner in Brunswick, Georgia. Be safe on that road. It's always good to see you as well. And we do know, Ivania, that prayer changes things. We know that and believe that. So thank you all so much for that. So a couple of things I want to talk about. And again, the weather has been absolutely beautiful here. It is February 25th, and it was 80 degrees here in Savannah. Eat your heart out, Laura. But Laura, if you ever want to come down here, you're more than welcome to come. So come on down here. And Shauna Kennedy, we know prayers do work. We want you to come down here, Laura, and we want you to live in Savannah and be Savannah strong with the rest of the cool kids, because we're all down here. So come on and do that. And I think Renee Sweetland is on. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us as well. And Lakeisha said she missed Savannah. So if you missed Savannah, Lakeisha, you need to come on back. So a couple things we want to talk about. And the first thing, again, we're still not where we need to be as it relates to our hotel motel tax. We're not where we need to be. Good to see Miss Albernia as well. Good to see Marky on. LaMonica is on with us. And Laura, yes, you may stay at the man's residence. Yes, you may. I got a bean bag and an air mattress, and I know you like to clean up, so you can come on in and move in today. Matter of fact, I know you like to cook, but then you eat all that healthy stuff. But Laura, this is for you today, for real. So what I did, I went because I knew that people were kind of getting on me about stuff as well. Tanya Scott Green is on with us. So today I'm eating healthy. And so although I'm really, really hungry, this is fruit. See, fruit. And so I haven't eaten today. So no Hot Pockets today. Um, so, hey, good to see Pastor Marion Brooks on. And so I think this is a Kiwi, I think. So, Lowman, Creative Services, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And thank y'all last week. It was epic. Week number 100. We were at Ruin Tai 17 West Broughton Street. And we want to thank all the great folks for their hospitality to me while I was there. Of course, Brandy and took good care of me, and I appreciate that. Um, we're doing that. So the hotel motel tax is important. First of all, Ivy, you don't even live here, Ivy, and we told you, um, don't make me go ahead and get you banned from Friday Night Live, okay? So, Jasmine, the problem is I don't have the time to do it, so I just paid for it. So, all right, so what we're going to do, Cherry Mobley, get Ivy and get her straight. Because this is grown folks up in here. So, the hotel motel tax, again, I've been talking about it. I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need your help. Because 90 other cities in Georgia charge up to 8% for their hotel motel tax, except from Savannah. In Savannah, we charge 6%. Thunderbolt, which is our sister city just to the east of us, charges 8% because our state legislature, for whatever reason, will not allow us to be able to get money from visitors to our city to help fund the things that we need. Okay? Um, Debbie, we're not going to let you be petty today. Just want to let you know that. So I'm gonna be putting their names. I want you to call them because we need their support. I mean, if you're against it in principle, which I understand, you could be against something in principle, then why'd you do it last year for Thunderbolt? And then you won't sign it here for Savannah. Here's an opportunity. Here lies an opportunity for our visitors to our city, and there are a bunch of folks in Savannah right now visiting Savannah to help pay for the things that we need here in Savannah. It's an opportunity for them to reward Savannahans for being good hosts. Why is it that we have to fix up River Street? You know, I mean, we know that most visitors come to River Street. So why can't we have visitors help to pay for that? And the other things that are important to us. We need that help. And so I'm going to send their numbers and email addresses. I'm going to do y'all like y'all do me. And I need your help in talking to them because this is it's an election year for them, and you need to hold them accountable. Here is a way that we're going to be able to do things for you that you don't have to pay for. And that's what this is. That's what it is. And to me, I mean, you want to talk about tax relief, that's tax relief because if we don't and you still want that stuff done, we have to raise taxes or find other ways of raising the money. Raise taxes, raise fees. It's not fair to you. And so I know I sound like a broken record on this, but the fact of the matter is that, like y'all tell me, we send people to Atlanta to represent us. And here's an opportunity for them to do something for us. You know, you're tired of paying taxes. You know, but the fact is, you deserve the improvements. Hey, Maia, good to see you. You deserve the improvements. And so here is a way for us to do and fund the improvements. It should have been done last year. It wasn't done. Fine. We understood it was a rough year. But, and again, it really wasn't because last year, 2021, was among the best years ever for the hotel industry in Savannah. When other cities was experiencing deficits, the city of Savannah experienced growth across all of our sectors. Folks were coming all over the place. And so I'm going to need your help because these people, just like we do, they come every year, every other year, and they ask for your support. And this is important to us. To be honest with you, I don't care about what's going on in Atlanta. I don't care about Democrat or Republican. I don't care about conservative or about. What I do care about is this opportunity to do something significant for Savannahans that Savannahans don't have to pay for. And in the words of Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that. So I'm going to need your help to help make sure that people need to hear this. And I want to make sure that we make it abundantly clear to them, that when we send people somewhere, they need to do the things that are good. There's nobody in Savannah has told me, Mayor, we want to pay more taxes. No, nobody. This is good for everybody, except for the hoteliers. Hell, they're making enough money. Come on now. Our hotel's high as hell in Savannah. I can go to Vegas and I can stay for 3 nights for what it costs me to stay in Savannah in some places for 1 night. And again, I'm not mad at you getting paid. I'm not mad at you living your best life. But in that, if you're so concerned about your guest experience, then you cut your profit down the same amount so we can go ahead and get this done. So I'm just saying. So, all right, we'll move on. So I want to talk about that. Also, I want to talk about Vision Zero. Vision Zero is the council passed it yesterday. Well, it was almost unanimous, but the purpose of Vision Zero is it started in Sweden, and the purpose of this is that we feel that traffic accidents are avoidable. We had 20 fatal accidents in Savannah last year. We had 6 of them involving pedestrians, and so we know that is. We know that we can prevent accidents. We know it. We know that we can save lives. So yesterday, the majority of city council, not everybody, approved a resolution to get the city manager to put together a action plan for us to enact Vision Zero in our community. And so Vision Zero is that by 2027, we will have no fatalities from cars, no fatalities involving pedestrians in our community. And we can do it. Hoboken, New Jersey, for the last 2 or 3 years, have had 0 fatalities, and they're involved in Vision Zero. So we can get to 0, but we have to have vision. And so yesterday we passed a resolution as an opportunity to be able to deal with that. So that was the deal with that. So I wanted to talk about that. The next thing I wanted to talk about was, and I'm going to say I mentioned it yesterday. We had a shooting over on Newcastle Street in West Savannah, which was off of Augusta Avenue. It was, after 10:30 or so, and usually when I find out about that stuff, I go out there. As I told you all, I'm a hands-on mayor. I'm boots on the ground mayor. I am going to be in the moment. I don't want anybody to ever think that a shooting in our city is routine. And so if I can get my behind down there, people better understand, they better work the best they can to be able to help to solve it, and then people will help to do it. Debbie, right now we have a year for the action plan, and then after the year, then we'll find out how much it's going to cost. Right now, it's no money. So I went over to Newcastle Street, and the situation was this. 41-year-old man was shot. He later died. And, it was unfortunate, and we're still trying to find out what happened. Be very, very clear. Gun violence in any form is unacceptable. We had the Georgia State Patrol, which was out there doing traffic. They arrived within 2 minutes. The Savannah police within 3 minutes. Savannah Fire within 4 minutes. And you have a man here who has suffered gunshot wounds. The Georgia State Patrol, thank God for them. Thank God for the Savannah Police. Thank God for Savannah Fire, who all performed CPR. And unfortunately, um, the gentleman succumbed to his injuries. The issue that bothered me was that it um, our EMS services took them over 20 minutes to get out there. Over 20 minutes for them to come. And again, I don't want to speculate whether the man would have lived, but I will tell you that for someone um, with a traumatic injury, and we have one of the best trauma hospitals in the country, Memorial Memorial Health. It's a level 1 trauma center, but you have to get the person there. And we know that every single second counts. Every single second counts. And so when you think about how many seconds are contained within 20 minutes, to me, it is, again, unacceptable. We know that when people have strokes and when people have other things, we know that, minutes count. And so, for example, our police department responded in 3 minutes. Our fire department responded. It wasn't even a fire, but we started having emergency medical technicians on fire trucks, but we don't have ambulances, so we can't transport. We can't put somebody in the back of a police car and take them to the hospital. We can't do that. And so again, I don't want to point blame, but is this indicative of a larger issue that we're having in our community um, as it relates to emergency medical services? And is this something that the city needs to invest in? Because I don't want not one of you to ever need emergency medical services, and it does not come. Now, let's be very clear, because Chatham EMS, which provides the service, is a nonprofit. And so they make their money off of insurance billing. And that's what they do. I mean, that's why, if you have a heart attack and you call EMS and you go to the hospital, you may not have had a heart attack, but when you get the bill, you're going to have a heart attack. I mean, you're paying for people. Greg, I know because A is part of the official record, and then secondly, because all the people were there. I mean, there were people out there that were watching, and a crowd had showed up. And of course, they were very upset because they're looking and they're wondering why the police officers and why the firefighters weren't doing anything. But the fact of the matter was, they couldn't do anything because, again, at that point, you're doing CPR. For those of you that know CPR, you're doing CPR. But the fact is that you need transport. You have to transport. Good to see Mayor and Bishop Dr. Eddie Ball from Daisy, Georgia. Good to see you as well. Um, and so, um, that's the issue. So, I mean, we have to find out. So we're not going to go, through the blame game, but I will go through what occurred. And what occurred was that it was over 20 minutes, and that's a fact, for emergency medical services to respond to a traumatic gunshot wound victim. And so, again, I just want to make sure. No, no, no. Helen, it's okay though. Greg is a reporter. Greg is not hating. So, Helen, don't drag him. Um, Greg is a reporter, so he's asking a reporter question. Um, so I just want to make sure that we find out what is going on, find out if we can be of help. Is this an anomaly, or is this bigger? Is this a bigger systemic issue? Is this something that we need to take more on? I mean, as some of you might know, now the city of Savannah, we have EMTs. We have about 150 EMTs on our, um, Evelyn, good to see you. We have uh, about 150 of our fire officers who are um, certified EMTs, and we know that the EMTs that I know and I've worked Um, I know many of them have known them for years. They work hard. I mean, is it that they don't have enough? Are we not training enough? I mean, I just got to figure out what's going on, because you just don't let it happen and don't ask the questions. I think it's my responsibility to ask the questions. Um, so that's been on my mind. It's been on my heart, and so we'll see what's going on. We have to figure it out. And so, if there's a way that we can be of help, then we want to be of help. Again, I'm not pointing blame, but I want to make sure that what occurred was not indicative of a systemic issue. Perlette, good to see you. Thank you so much. Latavia, good to see you as well. And Avion, thank you so much as well. Renee, they're on standby, and then they also ride. And again, I know that they ride a bunch of calls. So, Darlene, how is time kept? Well, time is kept by the dispatchers. So, dispatchers know what time someone gets there. They know what time the call went out. I mean, they could tell you the time that someone is called. They can tell you what time police arrives, what time fire arrives, what time EMS arrives. So, I mean, all that stuff is kept, and that's logged out. So, that's not an issue that has to be debated because they are. So, we'll see what's going on. Okay? So that was on my mind. And then I wanted to talk, somebody asked me about Yamacraw. And, I will tell you that as the mayor of Savannah, Savannah does not necessarily have a dog in the race except for one thing. And be very, very clear. Yamacraw needs to be torn down. Period. Yamacraw was built before I was born. Yamacraw was not built for the size of families that we have now. Yamacraw is dilapidated. Yamacraw is old. And Yamacraw, in my opinion, is not fit for people to live. And at some point, you could put new paint on an old car all you want to, and it is still a old car. And I just think that people deserve better. And so that's why I supported the Housing Authority's application to demolish Yamacraw Village and let us go ahead and give people a decent place to be able to stay. Herein lies an opportunity for us to do a couple of things. For us to build up that land in the back so that Yamacraw is on a level field rather than doing this. It gives us an opportunity to build homes that people can be proud to live in. No one says that projects need to look like projects. And I'm sorry. I mean, Yamacraw, for what it's worth, served its purpose. And to be honest with you, and I will tell you straight up, I'm not in favor, and I mean would never support Yamacraw being sold for any commercial purpose. No. It is a place for people to live. Now, as we did with Felwood Homes, and some of you might remember when we demolished Felwood, the Housing Authority's responsibility is to place them places, in other places. And when they place them in other places, then they give them the first right of refusal to move back. And so you do what's called mixed income. So you have, I mean, the perfect example of that, if you look at Sustainable Felwood. Felwood homes look like Yamacraw Village. And it was ripped down, but now it is decent, multi-level housing for people to live. I would not support it if it was not for the absolute identical same purpose. And if it was, I would tell you, I would be in Marsha Fudge's office at the Department of Housing and Urban Development if they ever tried any crap like that. But it's not. I think the goal is that people deserve, and I mean, I can't understand. It's like, don't rip it down. Why not? Why not? If you care about people, I mean, I ride by here and I just say people should not have to live like that. People shouldn't. These are cinder block homes. The rooms are small. I mean, have you seen these kids nowadays? These kids are 6'2", and yet they're living in these very, very small rooms. It's not energy efficient. It's not LEED certifiable. It's not energy efficient. And now we can build things in such a way that we're able to create um, energy efficiency for people who don't have it. You know what? Because I got toilets in my house now that it has one set of water. It has like one button for like when I do number one, and then it has another one when I do number two. And the difference between number one and number two is that number one is a little bit of water, number two is more water. But guess what? I save water. And that's what it's all about. It's about being energy efficient. And I just think we have to be able to do that. I think that people should have the inherent right to do that. And so, I mean, I'm not sure what the whole thing is with people out there fighting to, don't rip it down. I say rip it down. I'm saying, you know what? People deserve better. And I care enough about people, and hopefully you do too, that you're going to do what you can to help make it better. Now, Richard asked a question. It's a good question about First Bryan. Well, first of all, First Bryan was there before Yamacross, so First Bryan is not going anywhere. But what I do see this is this. To me, I see it as an opportunity. First Bryan has never had parking. Never had parking. And so to me, and again, I don't know about how this all works out, but to me, it's an opportunity to provide parking finally for First Bryan Baptist Church. That street grid is real small. When you go down Bryan Street is this narrow. And I've gone to events there, and I have to go ahead and to I have to park halfway on the sidewalk because you can't double park on Bryan Street. So what I'm saying is, let us create ways of bringing people to the table to make this better. Here's an opportunity for a do-over. So, I mean, I support. I would want it to remain Yamacraw Village. I think it's is named after the Yamacraw Native Americans, and I think it should remain that. But I think it's an opportunity to do so many things with that. Again, for those of you that are familiar with Yamacraw Village, I mean, you go down and then all of a sudden Yamacraw. I mean, and you see it does this. It just goes down like this. I say let's build that up. So now, let's create big streets. Let's build in recreation for these young people. Let's create ways of being able to really be able to do something major, not only for residents of Yamacraw, but to even improve First Bryan and everything else around it. So that's all I'm saying. Andre, good to see you, sir. Also good to see you. Iron Bull, that is not true, Iron Bull. The housing choice vouchers, the issue with the housing choice vouchers, first of all, they come from the federal government. And so let's be very clear about that. The second thing about housing choice vouchers is the problem we have right now, people are not taking them. They're not cutting vouchers. It's just one time, everybody wanted a Section 8 person because they wanted that money. But now the housing market is so hot that people don't want the vouchers. And so you can have a voucher all day, but if nobody's taking the vouchers, then the voucher's not worth much. Cynthia, good to see you. Always good to see Bunny Ware, who is everywhere. So, that's the deal with that. So we want to make sure how many housing units have been built versus demolished since 2003, I do not know. I do know that the units that are built are probably bigger, and you can create density by going up. But I'm not sure we should be creating a situation where we're packing people all into one place either. And for those of you who have seen that, you recognize that, when something becomes more expensive to repair than to replace, then you go ahead and you replace it. And so I'm in support of that. And as mayor of the city, I'm going to ensure and do all I can to use whatever influence I have to make sure that uh, you know we continue to do the right thing. And those who want to live in Yamacraw when they leave, as they've done before, the housing authority brings them back. The ones who lived in Fellswood, when they left, when it was built, they went back. The ones in Hitch. The fact is, we do have a track record of doing these things and making them better. So, I just think we have to be very, very, very careful. So, um, um, that's what we want to do. So, um, the fact of the matter is, we have to create uh, a housing development that encompasses all of the things that we want in housing. Nice quality homes, complete streets, um, wide sidewalks, parks, parks and playing areas, and places for our seniors, adequate parking, and proper lighting. Things like foliage and trees and all that kind of stuff. Yamacross still has those things in the back where you your clothes hangers. I remember that when I was growing up, and there's the same ones are still there, the same things where you hang up your clothes. The fact of the matter is those were not built for energy efficiency. They were not built for Wi-Fi. They were not built for wash machines and dryers. Why can't people have washing machines and dryers? Why can't we have units that are built for energy efficient washing machines and dryers? Why can't we do that? Because if you're a young mother and have a family, why you have to take your clothes all the way to a laundromat? Why can't you have something in there? So, that's all I'm saying. So I wanted to talk about that. Um, so that was the second thing I think it was I wanted to talk about. The third thing I wanted to talk about, and I forgot what it was. Oh, so somebody asked me about Ukraine. Um, and I don't know why people are surprised. Putin has been talking about, acting like he was going to invade Ukraine forever. Before the Olympics, these moving troops closer and closer to you. If somebody is in my face um, and they got their fist balled, it's reasonable to assume that they are going to hit me. And Russia has amassed troops, and they kept building up troops. And we sitting here, hey, Christy, good to see you. Um, kept um, building and amassing these troops, and he waited for the right time. Putin is a boss. He got boss moves. I don't admire that in him, but the fact is he did exactly what he was going to do. Question is, how are we gonna make him suffer for doing what he did? I don't like bullies, and so I'm sending out my prayers to Ukraine because what I think Putin did was messed up, and so um, you know we need to provide help where we can, but there's ways of dealing with bullies. Um, you deal with bullies, and the world community has to deal with the bully. And I'm not saying it's the United States. We'll have about 3,500 troops leaving here to go to Germany to help with other stuff going over there. But the fact is, they'll be in the area. But I'm sending out prayers for the Ukrainians and the Ukrainian people because um, we've not lived in a land where we've had to endure, you know, these mortar shells and stuff going off where we live. And so I think that we punch Putin right in his freaking mouth um, and let him know and anybody else know that this world is not going to stand for bullies. And sometimes it takes a bigger kid to stand up to the bully to say we're not having it. And so again, we're going to um, pray for uh, the Ukraine and all those folks, we don't know them, but it doesn't stop us from thinking about them and praying for them. But on the other end of it, the world at large has to be able to deal with that, because if he can invade an independent sovereign nation just because he feels like it, what happens when China does it to Taiwan? What happens when other places say, oh, you know what? We're going to go ahead and invade them just because we can. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's pay attention to what's happening in the world, because it does affect us. And um, so I think that's all I had to say about that. So I got a couple of minutes. If there are any questions or anything that I can answer for you, um, you know, y'all know I'm here. Any questions, anything? And since I'm waiting and I'm really not listening to what Ivy got to say, have some. I'm just hoping we're going to be strong enough to make sure that people, is it the government, housing authorities, budget issues? No, it's not budget issues. It just costs a lot. You're talking about Yamacraft. No, I mean, I just think that, what happens is you have a building that's been there for over 50 years. At some point, it just gets too expensive to keep fixing it, Let me see. All right, Dennis says 7,000 from Fort Stewart. Okay. C. Nicole wants to know, do I know anything about the Ageechee Apartments that's being built? I'm not familiar with the Ageechee Apartments. Where are the Ageechee Apartments? Willie wants to know what I'm going to do to the Civic Center. I'm not going to do anything. Snowy, good to see you. And so, but I think that personally, it's just me. We haven't talked to the council yet about it. I think everybody's clear that the current arena needs to be torn down. I think that the Johnny Mercer Theater, the ballroom, and the second floor need to be saved. I think that we can put a significant amount of money to maintain it and to fix it up and build around it. When you think about it, if we got rid of the entire Civic Center to include Johnny Mercer Theater, Johnny Mercer Theater has about 2,500 seats. That would mean that all the city of Savannah would have is a 400-seat cultural arts center and a 9,500-seat arena. Everything else would basically be SCAD. The Lucas Theater, and the Trustees Theater. Both of those are owned or operated by SCAD. And so for us, we need to have something that we can use when we want to use it. People love the Johnny Mercer Theater, and so I'm hoping that we'll decide to keep it. Sure, hopefully, if you live in Savannah, you have what's called the Stevens Day tax. It's a tax exemption tool that basically, in your homestead, if you own a house, you can apply for that, and it basically freezes your taxes. And if you're a senior, essentially you get to a point where you don't pay taxes. Good to see the awesome Dr. Heather. So glad to see you. Thank you for all you do. Hey Barry, yeah, Barry. We talked about Stillwell yesterday, and I think the people don't know that we don't. They think that Linda and I don't come out there. I don't know where they got that from, but yeah, we'll be back out to Stillwell. Some great people out there. Where can we find local ordinances about fencing in Windsor Forest, Southside Savannah? If you go to savannahga.gov, I think you go to our code, and I believe you can find our ordinances there. Hey, Kay, what's up? Pastor Brooks, thank you so much, and I appreciate your friendship and your support and your prayers. I'll tell you that the work doesn't get easier, but I've learned as I've gone through this that, God equips you for the work that he sent you to do. And if I did not believe it before, I'm believing it now. When things happen and doors open and my city is being blessed. I'm convinced that for whatever purpose I was chosen to lead at a time such as this. And, I'm grateful that the good Lord thought enough of me to trust me with his beautiful city. It is an honor, and I will tell you that there are times in which, oftentimes, I will walk into City Hall and I just say, thank you, Lord, because I'm walking into the same place at one time nobody that looked like me was in. Nobody. And I walk on the second floor and I see the photos and portraits of 66 individuals who have served this city. 66. And only 4 of them look like me, including myself. And so, you know, I'm amazed. I'm humbled by that. So we appreciate that. Let's see. Homeless is now bad. What are we? How are we dealing with it? We're dealing with the best we can. I mean, I think the problem is just too many people. It's too many people, and then oftentimes people want us to do something about it, and it's like do something about it, but you don't want it in your neighborhood. We don't want them in our neighborhood now. Do something about it. We don't want to see them. Don't put them in our neighborhood. So we'll talk about that as it goes on. Let's see. Let me look. Harry, thank you so much. I talked already about Vision Zero. Annette, thank you so much. Barbara, thank you so much as well. Well, I think there are other effective methods of slowing down traffic, but you could talk to your alderman. All right, so thank you so much for that. Sheila, I'm not going to talk about marijuana. Carla, it's okay. Make your money. And that's right. Congratulations to Robert James and Carver State Bank celebrating 50 years. We had a chance to get there as well. Jackie, good to see you. And Marianne, thank you so much. We are absolutely blessed. No question about it. We are a blessed community. So I appreciate that. I spoke today. I spoke today at Oglethorpe Charter School and had a great opportunity to talk with some outstanding young people. They had a wonderful Black History Month program, and so I appreciate that. Hey, Janelle, good to see you as well. But it was a great time out there. I was supposed to speak at Beach, but I got there too late because we had such a good time over at Oglethorpe, so I'm going to make it up to the people at Beach. Oh, let me tell you this. I know what I had to tell you. I'm going to tell you this, and then we'll go because I know your time is valuable. So thank you, Jackie. Dorcas, we are working on a fair housing council. We used to have one, and it was defunded. So we're looking at ways of being able to do that. Teresa, you are late and you missed everything. You missed everything. And Linda, yes, we did get a $30,000 grant from the National League of Cities to help us to deal with economic inclusion, particularly around communities of color. So we're excited about that. April, again, thank you so much for recognizing that we're trying. And so I appreciate that. And Lorraine, no, I did not go down to Brunswick. I didn't get a chance to go. Heather, Dr. Heather, we're waiting for you to come and visit our beautiful new arena whenever you have the time. Billy, I appreciate you as well. Tawana, good to see you. I know what I wanted to tell you, though. It's 2 things. First of all, let's talk about COVID for a minute, and I'll let you go. So at the beginning of January, our COVID numbers, it was called the Community Transmission Index. The Community Transmission Index is a way that we measure the spread of the COVID virus. When you get to 100, below 100 is generally what we've used to not have a mask mandate. 100 is moderate community spread. When you get above 100, you have what's called significant community spread. And so we had 100, and in Savannah, we were at 3,400 in January. So we were 34 times higher than the lowest amount that would allow us to drop a mask mandate, which meant that the Omicron variant um, was uh, significant. And I announced it this week, and I wanted you all to know in January, I caught COVID. And I'm going to make you laugh because of how all this went down. Good to see the Honorable Griffin Lotson, our friend from Darien, council member. Good to see you, sir. Good to see the awesome Judy Jones and Eloise Dudley. So, yeah, I caught COVID. Um, I was in D.C. At the U.S. Conference of Mayors. And so we were at the Capitol Hilton um, there. So there were mayors there from all over the country. And as a part of the conference, they tested us every single day. So part of the protocol of us being at the conference was that every day we had to be tested as a part of the conference. So I got there Tuesday, and I got there Tuesday, and I was fine. I tested, I think Tuesday, I was fine. I tested Wednesday, I was fine, and I tested on Thursday. So when I tested Thursday, they called and told me that my rapid test was positive. And so I'm like, well, y'all better take it again. And so then they did the PCR test, which is the one where they really, get up in your nostril. And I was positive. And I was devastated because here I am out of town. Um, and so, of course, I took myself out of the rest of the conference. I was supposed to be leaving to go from uh, Washington to Atlanta to another conference. And so I'm in the room all day, and I realize I'm going to go crazy because they weren't doing room service. So I did a DoorDash, and the funny part about it was that they wouldn't let the DoorDash people come to the room. So they would bring it to the bellman at the hotel, and the bellman would come, and he would put the bag of food on the door, and he would knock on the door. And so I was waiting for him. So I'm watching him come down the hallway, and he put on the door and knocked on the hallway. And he was hauling tail down the hallway. And then I realized that I didn't have any utensils, so he came back again, and he put on there, and he knocked on the door, and he hauled tail down the hallway. So I realized this was not going to work. So of course I called Delta and told them what happened. They said, "Oh, Mr. Johnson, it's all right. We understand. We hope you feel better. But in the meantime, we're canceling all your flights." So now I'm stuck in D.C. And I'm stuck in a hotel that I'm not supposed to have because this is Thursday. I'm supposed to be checking out Friday anyway. And so I had done something I had not done in quite some time. Basically, I got I got a car and I drove from D.C. to Savannah in about 8 hours. I just went and just grinded it out and got to Savannah, and I stayed in my home for 5 days. Um, and the funny part about it was, and this is going to be funny for you all, is that the Friday Night Live, let me see the date. And I didn't want to tell y'all this. I'm going to tell y'all now. The Friday Night Live of, let me see, on January 21st, I did Friday Night Live. I had just got back from DC and I had COVID. That's how much I love you. On January 21st, I had just gotten in from driving from DC, and I got in here time enough to do Friday Night Live. And y'all were with me. And that when I talk about how serious y'all are to me, was that here I was depressed as crap. Um, Because I'm like, I'm careful. I've been walking around with my mask on and I'm washing my hands and keeping my distance, and yet here we are, and I have COVID. And so I'm waiting around the house, waiting to get sick and waiting to feel bad. And people are like, oh, you're going to wake up and you're going to feel like trash and you're not going to be able to um, uh, breathe. And you're not going to be able to do this. You're not going to be able to do that. Let me tell y'all something. Um, I did not have a sneeze. I did not have a cold. I did not have a cough. I did not have anything. Shortness of breath or nothing. I stayed in the house for 5 days watching every judge show that there was. All the judge shows. I saw all of them for 5 days. I know I kept a secret, but I didn't want y'all to worry about me. And the thing about this was that the doctors told me the reason why I didn't have any symptoms was probably because I was fully vaccinated and boosted. Fully vaccinated and boosted. And we said this before, that it does not mean that you won't catch the virus. It just means that you're covered when you get the virus. You know? It's like when you have a relationship. It don't mean that weapons won't be formed against you. It just means they won't prosper. And I believe that was a weapon formed against me. It just didn't work. I had COVID. I just did not have a COVID experience. The test said I had COVID, but I'm sitting around here waiting to cough, waiting to sneeze, waiting to lose. I mean, no, I ate up everything I can find. And so I'm just saying. I mean, I learned how to get my Roku going. I learned how to get. I got Amazon. I got Roku. I'm getting ready to get rid of my Comcast. And I learned. I said, oh, and I'm watching all this stuff. So I'm trying to tell you that the booster and the vaccine helped, because I know people who also caught it at the same conference, and they had a different experience, and they were really sick. And so all I'm saying is that from that Thursday through that Wednesday, when I kind of reappeared again, I was fine. And guess what? On the 20th, 21st, I was with y'all, and on the 28th, I was good with y'all. And Christina Temple has joined us. And again, so y'all can't sit here and tell me about a vaccine working. I had COVID, and I'm all right. So, and I'm covered by vaccination, Darlene, and a booster. So that's what I got to say about that. So anyway, let me tell you this. I got to go, because I know y'all got stuff to do. Thank you, Ms. Carter. Ms. Carter, aren't you supposed to be with your husband for your 54th wedding anniversary? Ms. Carter, you're supposed to be with your husband. It's 54. All right. Ms. Kathy, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So let me tell you this. So our numbers in January were 3,400. And let me tell you now, 3,400, and as of today, we're less than 300. So let me tell you that, well, Shauna, you go on nmarkarena.com, nmarkarena.com. So, so our numbers are better. We are going to have our St. Patrick's Day observance. It's going to be different. It's designed to be different. I'm tired of people coming from all over the country coming here getting paid on our holiday. And so this is an opportunity now for people in Savannah to finally make some money off St. Patrick's Day. And so I'm so glad that most of council, one person didn't vote to approve it because of some other crazy reason, but nonetheless, the fact of the matter is that we're going to have a St. Patrick's Day. The way we're looking at this is that we will be below 100 by March the 17th. Now, I will tell you, and soon I am looking at releasing our mask mandate, but I will tell you, and don't get mad at me, I'm trying to tell you that I will still be wearing my mask for quite some time, because for the last year and a half, almost 2 years, I have not had a mask, or I mean, I have not had um, sinus issues like hay fever. I usually get real bad. I didn't have it because I'm wearing a mask, and so I'm going to continue to wear a mask for quite some time. But I think that the Savannah MLK parade is going to be um, in April, and I believe the date is going to be um, April the 16th. I believe is the date that they want to do the Savannah MLK parade. So for those of y'all who were crying and complaining because we didn't have an MLK parade because we were at 3,400 community transmission index, you said you wanted to help, so get in contact with the MLK Parade Committee and go in and help. You wanted to complain, so now you can go ahead and you can complain. But don't complain, go ahead and help. Here's your opportunity. Why we ain't had no parade? Why we ain't had no parade? Well, now you can go ahead and help our wonderful MLK Parade Committee. And I hope that all of y'all that had all that stuff to say will get out there and help, because that's what this is all about. So anyway. Um, y'all forget that, for y'all, I mean, because some of y'all are such conspiracy theorists. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, y'all forget that in 2020, we actually had the MLK parade and canceled St. Patrick's Day. It's not an either or. It is based off of, the science. If you have 3,400, I don't care whose parade it is. We shouldn't have a parade, although the MLK Parade Committee wisely decided not to. And so now our numbers are looking better. And so now they're going to look forward to having a parade April, I believe, the 16th. And so I want to make sure that we want to help. Um, we want, if you want to help, come help and come on and be a part. And so Judy Jones says volunteers are needed. And I'm going to put that here because all these people who are mad at me for a parade I didn't even cancel. I didn't cancel that parade, but y'all were mad at me because the parade was canceled. No, be mad that we were at a 3,400 community transmission index. Y'all, we got to do better, y'all. We major in minor stuff. But now things are doing better, and so I'm looking forward to lifting the mask mandate soon. I'm looking forward to us celebrating St. Patrick's Day like we do, and I'm looking forward for us celebrating MLK. Who said we had to celebrate MLK's birthday with a parade on MLK's birthday? He was also assassinated April 4th, 1968. I'm just saying. Come on, y'all. So Judy Jones says volunteers are needed. So all of y'all that had all that mouth and all that stuff to say, and y'all were tripping about that, this is your opportunity to be able to do that. So anyway, I love you all. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you all praying for us. Again, I'm sorry for being late, but I told those people that I had to get off. I had to get home and be with you all. This is week number 101. Coming up soon is week number. Matter of fact, I have the date. I think it's coming up soon. It is. Let me see. One, two. It's actually March the 18th. March the 18th is 2 years. It is our 2-year anniversary on March the 18th, and I'm going somewhere to eat again. And I would love it if you joined us. So I'm going to figure out where we're going to go, a place that will be able to accommodate all of us. And then for those of you who are vaccinated, and those of you who are boosted, and those of you who are willing to wear a mask when you're not eating, then we want to get together and be together, and for you to finally meet all these wonderful people that you have been being with for the last 2 years. It's an opportunity now for you finally to see them. And I think we all need to just see each other. And I'm looking forward to seeing so many of you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Savannah Strong. We do this together. We are better together. We're bigger together. We can do all things together. And so I thank you for allowing me the opportunity to be able to serve you. Thank you so much for what you do for me. And again, I was serious about that. Here I was in January with COVID, and I'm on Friday Night Live. And here you all were encouraging me and didn't even realize you were encouraging me. And I know just like you've done that for me, I know you do that for a whole lot of people. So I appreciate you. Thank you all so much. Good to see you, Miss Sadie, as well. And I appreciate you. Marjorie's in Atlanta again. But we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. And so, Thurman Tillman, good to see you, Pastor. I appreciate you as well. And Tyrone, thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you. Again, we'll see you next week. Same place, same time as Friday Night Live. Good to see you. Have a great, great week. Good night.